Hello everyone, how are you? I hope that's everything okay with yours. Okay, so take care. Let's working. Keep programming a little more things about working to variables. Okay, so the last video we're showing how to work into variables for number types. And basically we are working to integer and double decimal numbers. Okay, so in these videos we are keeping working to this subject, but using different type, more specifically working to text. Okay, so to using text we need to work into variable type called string. It's a very simple working with this. We need to declare the string words and give a name for our variable, like a name, and setting value. And for setting value for a specific text, we need to working to double quotes, right? For number, we don't need to make this. We only pass directive writing value, okay? But for text, we need to use double quotes. So inserted my name, for example, André Leão. Leão is lion in Portuguese. So if you don't need this, now you learn. You're learning something in Portuguese today. Okay? Oh, very nice. Leão is lion. Okay? It's my name. It's no nickname. It's my real name. It's funny. Uh, let's create other variable using string. Okay? So I don't know. We can use into last name variable, and Da Silva is my last name. So we are having two variables. Okay, so to working on text, we are working to string variable. Nice. So I have other type to work into text. It's called char. Char I using to working when I have only one character, so I'm using this type. Okay, so if I have to, I don't know, leader, I can to set this simple code B, for example, and basically is two types to working. Okay, when I start working in day by day in the companies and the startups, you saw more useful this string type. Okay, string double int is the most useful in the greater part of time. And looking for the other type of variable, you have the boolean variable. Bool is a type where you have two possible values. Okay, true or false. So, for example, I have the variable called verify. The variable assuming only two values, false or true. I can, for example, change the value to verify for true. Oh, sorry. Verify for true. Good. So this is other type to work in. So let's test writing this in the screen. So remember the last video, I using CW two tabs and to complete for us the syntax to work on the screen. Okay, so let's working the variable name. So I'm using the static text with two double quotes. For concatenated information, I using the plus signal. And for writing the value for my variable, I using only the right name. Okay, name. So I don't need to using quotes here because for get the value, I pass only the name variable, right? So the other line, they repeat the same things, and last name concatenated in my variable last name. Okay, very simple. So let's test the value to Boolean value, right? So let's testing in getting this S4 on the end of the lines. Okay, let me see. Oh, oops. Let's insert the text for this. CWU tap verify, because for two points. Let's space and insert the verify. So I change only for this. I would like it showing the value when I set it to false, and after I set to true, I write in again to see the different values working. Okay, so I inserted a breakpoint for this point, but we can to remove. So using the F9 to remove and add for this 21 line a name, inserted the breakpoint using the F9 key for your keyboard, or you have the options on something in the menu. I don't know. Okay, toggle breakpoint, right? Good. So let's testing. Clicking the F5 to executing or F10. And the difference, the F5 pass for the every lines where without breakpoints and stopping in the exactly place. See the market in the 21 line. So for pass line by line, we are using to F10. Okay, so before this, let me bring the screen for debug, for evaluating the things, like the things working. So looking for the screen, the black screen debug, and we have the values, writing the hello world, writing our numbers, variables. Okay, so back and for the code. F10, pass the line, look for the name and the value, different for the numbers. In the default standard values for the variables numbered is O or 0. For string, the text, the default standard value is no. But when I am executing this line, the value changed for my text, André Leão. Very good. And the last name for the Silva. I'm looking for the chair variable. The variable is B, sorry. So let's working this screen, but back into this. I don't have this line writing on the screen, but when I pass for the line, is writing where is process. Oh, what's happened? Let's my PC think about his drawing. Let's in waiting. Okay, he's back. He's back for us. So I have the value on the screen. Very good. So that's for the next line. Oh my gosh, he's a little slowly to process the things. It's because it's early yet. My PC don't wake up yet. Now he's back. So watching the last name, right? So the same thing for, let me toggle other breakpoint. Executing the F5 to one time. So verify the first time, writing false because this set value false. Good. When I change for true on the screen, change to true. Okay, so that's basically that you need to know for while to work into variables. Okay, good. So now we are making some simple math calc using the numbers variables, okay? To make some combinations, to understand how to work in better this. So for first everything, let's remove this code and left in other part of the code. So I click in this for collapse my code. I don't lose these codes. If I click again in the plus sign up, here you are, okay? So in the end for this block of code, I create a new method. Don't worry, we're in details like method working in the next videos, okay? It's only for our test. So I create a new static void method called simple working to simple variables. Oh my gosh, I wrote it wrong, sorry. Variables, good. So, and now I get every code that we are implemented and copy. Okay, first I'm selecting every part, every lines in Control X. So Control V for paste. Nice. If I need to execute this again, I can to make it this. And for executing, I need to pass the name of my method in here. Okay. So only to test again. Insert and working, just simple variables. For identify this not variable, identify this is refer and a method. I need using these parentheses. Okay. Good. So let's execute again to verify, but I need to insert a breakpoint in the end for my method working to simple variables in the 38th line. So using the F9, sorry for repeating this, but I would like my intention is you can to finally decorate how to using the shortkeys to creating your debug. Okay, so F5 to execute again, and let's see if everything's okay. He's writing everything that needs. Okay, everything's working. Nice. So I stopped my method, and for while I'm comment this line using this I don't know, this in bash, double bash, I guess. I work in this character double bash. I comment my line and my code doesn't don't executing this. Okay, if I execute again F5, my code is executing but complete. And don't executing this part of code, so don't writing anything. And that's it I need for while. Okay, so stopping debug. Nice. Let's create an older method. So I'm collapsing this. Let's add some enters for space and creating other method. Working to calc, right? Good. So let's creating other variables. But before, let's call this method by forgetting to make it in the future. The things not working. Okay. So nice. Working to calc. I don't know. It's a good name. Okay. That's for this for while. Working to calc. So I need making a simple additional calc. Okay. So I creating a variable, the integer type, call a, and setting some value, and creating a b variable, and set the other value for this. Now I would like to implement the addition for these two types. So I created my third variable called c, and for the math I using the plus sign up. Very nice, very simple. So it's c. Okay, three variables. The two first to set a value, and the third value executing the math for me. So let's writing this in the screen. C double W tap let me see how the better form to show you this. I'm using A plus to concatenate it, don't execute in the math like this, okay? I can't using plus sign to execute calcs, but to concatenate it text to variables or text to variables, okay? So E plus I need left this space, okay? B plus equals, I'm using the concatenator, and C. It's not good to see, there's no beautiful forms, but it's working, okay? So in the coming soon, I showing the other form to work in this or more beauty to working, okay? But for time, it's enough for us. Okay, so insert the breakpoint, and I don't repeat what key you need to make it is. What the key? F9, nice. So F5 to execute again. Let's verify the thing's working. Complete the execution, and I bring my screen of the bug for this screen. Nice. So repair. The command to understand, don't write in a E variable, but the value, because I don't using the double quote, right? I using writing value. But for writing the sino plus, I using this double quote. Concatenated in B is writing value, so 7. The equals static text because I using double quotes and including the space. The final, the value, the calc value. Nice. So I repeated this for the other operation to minus the difference, okay? So operating the int D, I'm making the B minus A, and I repeated this code, the same thing. Nice. I changed the sign of all these, and my variable that received the calc for subtraction is D, is not C. So I need to change this for D. Okay, good. So execute again. Let's wait in the time for the process, the everything. That's waiting. Okay, let's bring again the screen, sorry. So the math, the calc is executing, but I'm writing the different order the calc executed, right? Because I implemented B minus A, so I need to change this B and A. Is the problem from only copy the things and don't pay attention. So everything that you need to copy the things, don't worry, copy and paste, but needing pay attention for don't implementing anything wrong, right? Okay. So let's implement the other calcs, the 4 main operations, right? So add other variable E, and the E variable receive the A in Portuguese is sorry, A, and time B. For the cutting time, we're using this symbol, right? Good. And let me copy the calc executing the divide. So let me change the value to simplify the things, okay? 8.4 to understand the things, and A divide for B, and I keeping and changes for keeping the standard A minus B, A time B, A divide B, okay? So let's work in this in different form. I don't like it using for this type, concatenated. So for implementing a different form, but making the same things, one form to using this is a special word, syntax is using keys, and you need to insert the dollar sign in the start, okay, for your text, and the dollar adds the capability to get information for writing variables using keys. So I inserted E, static texting, but not E, it's A, time B equals, I inserted my answer in the end. So it's more sympathetic syntax, right? I like more this option, but you can to working with the form you prefer if you need using this concatenated, okay? So divide sign change, and my value is F. Okay, so change for this. Good. So let's testing. We need to build this solution. So I have the option to click in the menu build solution, or using the shortcut, Ctrl Shift B. I like using this. So compile to verify if I have some fail, wrong, or error. Okay, so build and success. We don't have any fail, so I can execute it using F5 and waiting the completing through this execution. Okay, the execution completing, we are having the same result using this form. Okay, so to complete this video, let's change the first two syntax using for this type, right? So I remove this line, Let's separate these my entry values, this is my process calc, and for complete, we need the result showing the things. So plus, sorry, I inserted more things, minus, and my values is C and D variable. Nice. So this is basically things for when working to process of data. Okay, we have to encrypt data. The second option step is process the things, and for last is result, return the things for your customer. Okay, so entering values, process what I need, process, and result the things. Good. So this is subject for this video. So shows how I'm working to more for using variables and different types. Okay, texting and Boolean forms to verify values if it's true or false, and working to simple calcs. Okay, we can't use it for great building a different and more complex math and calcs, but for start that's enough. Let's get easy troubles, okay, to solve more in the next video. We can to upgrade the things and turn more difficult some things and implementing more interesting things, okay? But this is necessary to understand, so it's in the beginning. I hope you can to understand it. It's very important to understand it basically for need continuous and working to more things. So thank you for watching the video. Have a nice day, and I gone. So bye bye. See you in the next video. Bye.